Hey, you want to see some cool shots?
Oh, yeah!
The coolest game on earth is bringing you the hottest half hour on television. NHL Cool Shots showcases the game's brightest stars on and off the ice.
Pretty cool, huh?
It's your all-access pass to the NHL as Cool Shots takes you behind the scenes and into the game as you've never seen before.
Here we go, Joey. Come on, baby. Come on, buddy. Wow.
NHL Cool Shots, presented by Powerade. Check your local listings.
I'm Bob Bell, and we've grown to become one of Maryland's largest automotive groups with over 3,000 new vehicles and $5 million in used cars and trucks in stock, with locations in metropolitan Baltimore and now Washington. But we still take time to sell and service each vehicle one at a time. To get to be the biggest, you gotta be the best. So I make sure you get the best price by beating any advertised price, or I'll give you $1,000. I'm Bob Bell, and I guarantee it.
The Bob Bell Automotive Group, your direct factory connection up in Marlboro, Glen Burnie, East Point, and Bel Air.
TV Week in Sunday's Washington Post.
Tonight, our Discover Card Payback Playback looks back at a special night in the career of Dale Hunter. And Cote did not clear. Kept at the point by Blake, answered by Cote. And the Caps, if they step on it, have a 4-on-2. Joe Juneau crisscrossing with Zednik. Zednik loads, fires, kick-out stop, rebound, score! Number 300 for Dale Hunter. Against former teammate Byron Defoe and the L.A. Kings last season, Hunter lit the lamp for the 300th time in his career. And in doing so, Dale became the only player in NHL history to score 300 goals and collect 3,000 penalty minutes. That's tonight's Discover Card Payback Playback. Our intermission activities continue after these commercial messages.
Right now at the Big Screen store, you can get any Mitsubishi Big Screen for 0 down, 0 interest, 0 accrued interest, and 0 payments until January 1999, which means everybody wants a new Mitsubishi Big Screen for Christmas, and that makes Santa's life very difficult. Ever tried to get a Mitsubishi Big Screen down the chimney? At the Big Screen store.
This holiday season, British Airways will bring 5 million people together.
Of all the great conveniences found in America's best-selling minivan, here's one you rarely get to enjoy. A very generous $1,000 cash back on Grand Caravan. Or you can choose this Dodge Caravan, which includes all this at no extra charge. And after $750 cash back, the price drops to an exceptionally low $17,245. But hurry, because numbers this good get carried away rather quickly. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Last year, off the coast of Hawaii, an entire U.S. naval attack fleet was defeated, yet most people never knew about it. Now, go behind the scenes of the largest war game ever staged. More firepower than was deployed in all of World War II. An explosive in-your-face exercise where the weapons are deadly and the pressure is all too real. Fleet Command. Premiering Sunday at 9 Eastern and Pacific on the Discovery Channel. Explore your world.
I want to get close to you. With my sure shot zoom, it's fun to do. From across the room, I just zoom and you come shining through.
Get your shot with a Sure Shot Zoom, like the new 105.
There's no way I'll miss a shot like this. What a lovely close-up view. I want to get close to you.
Get one of the Sure Shot Zooms from Canon.
At their old home in Landover, the Caps finished up winless in their last 3. They're looking to get off the schneid in their new digs at MCI Center tonight. After 2 periods, we are tied at 1, and we're about to give you a look At the goal-scoring summary this evening, the Panthers on the road really dominated the first, but the Caps would come back later.
Yeah, goal apiece in each one of those periods, but first we got to look at the Panthers goal in the first period that got them that 1-0 lead. Here we pick it up right off the face-off. We have a face-off here. It goes back to Rhett Warner. The guy to watch here is later in the play, Paul Laud. Here's the face-off back to the point, walks to the middle, hard slap shot that ricochets out to the point. Hold it here. Here's the 4 guys caught on the side, and here's the 1 guy that's going to score, Washburn. Here comes the shot from Paul Laud. Washburn in nice position, redirects it 5-hole past Colton.
Washburn picking up his 4th. Laws and Warner with the help-outs at 7:23.
And the second period for the Capitals much better, especially in the neutral zone. Here they are coming with speed. Jan Bulis hooks off. Nice play on Kartner. Throws it out, but it's the catch of that pass with the right toe of Connor Walchuk, and then a gimme for Richard Zednik. Nice goal by the Z-Man. Here it all starts in the neutral zone. The Capitals much better coming through with speed. Here they are, nice little play. Gonchar gets it up. Going wide is Jan Bulis. Hold it here. This defenseman, Kartner's got a good eye on him. He's looking here and looking here, but watch Bulis hook off. This is a nice play by the youngster. Kartner forced some wide. Hold it here. Hold it right there. You can see the deflection. You can see the 2-on-1 created down low, and then the wide open net by Richard Zednik.
Easy pickings, I think you would agree. Zednik's ace, Konowalchuk and Bulis set it up very, very well. At 12:16 of the middle period, the Caps draw even with the Panthers at 1. They are resurfacing the ice here at brand new MCI Center. We will get you back in time for the 3rd period. Zednik celebrating, hoping to do a lot more of that in the final 20 minutes of regulation. We've got it for you in just a moment.
It takes a little longer to pour a beer as good as Sam Adams. Sam Adams, a better glass of beer.
Before you buy a digital wireless phone, Bell Atlantic Mobile wants you to ask this simple question. Does it work just about everywhere? Does it work here? And out here? Does your phone sound clear here? The fact is, Boston, D.C., nobody has more digital coverage with the most advanced digital technology than we do. A cell phone is only as good as the network it's on. Choose Bell Atlantic Mobile.
Unlike the RAV4, the Sidekick Sports ladder box frame was built specifically to go off-road, which comes in handy when you want to go off-road. The Suzuki Sidekick Sport. It's what an SUV ought to be.
Now, for a limited time, lease a new Sport 4x4 for just $199 a month at your Washington, D.C. area Suzuki dealers.
It is showtime, baby. This game has speed. What an explosion of skating strength. This game has skill. Oh, have you seen a better performance than that? Oh, wow. This game has power. Too big, too strong, too much. What a play!
What a show!
What's on HTS? What's up with the O? Wizards, DC United, ACC, Capital, and who's this sports mole stealing all the dirt? Get online.
Login confirmed.
HTS Online. www.htsonline.com.
HTS puts you right in the middle of all the ACC action. Every week, tune into ACC Live for a full hour of the most comprehensive show, exclusively covering the Atlantic Coast Conference. ACC Live, Sunday nights at 9 on HTS.
You want a weekend of NHL hockey? We've got it for you right here on HDS. Tonight with the Panthers, and then Sunday afternoon at 1:30, it's back to Miami, where Chris Simon and company look to challenge the Panthers. Phil Housley hoping to light a lamp again against John Van Beesbrook and the Cats. Caps, Panthers, 1:30, coming up this Sunday afternoon right here on Home Team Sports. We'll get you back for period number 3 of this evening's affair, meeting number 3 of 6 between these two Atlantic Division rivals. We are tied up at 1 with 20 minutes to go.
Of all the great conveniences found in America's best-selling minivan, here's one you rarely get to enjoy. A very generous $1,000 cash back on Grand Caravan. Or you can choose this Dodge Caravan, which includes all this at no extra charge. And after $750 cash back, the price drops to an exceptionally low $17,245. But hurry, because numbers this good get carried away rather quickly. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
It's amazing what some people will do to save a little money.
Found it! What a piece of work.
Yet with one call to Geico, you could save 15% or more on car insurance. And considering the alternatives, making a phone call is pretty simple.
I got it! Amateur.
Geico Direct. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Hi, Bob McKenzie. This is my brother, Doug.
How's it going, eh?
Recently, we started drinking Molson Light, eh?
And as you can see, it's had a wonderful dramatic effect on our overall physical presentation.
Okay, do the frog, eh?
Ribbit!
Okay, the good thing about Molson Light is not only does it have full flavor, but as you can tell by us, it also has full body, eh?
And when you rub it on your body, it really glows, eh?
Hey, slogan guy, do it.
Molson Light. Great body, eh?
Tight! I try it.
Get ready to get creative. Get into a Rebel G. Capture your imagination on film. Let Rebel take you beyond snapshots and experience the ultimate rush.
Cool.
Rebel G and only EOS lenses from Canon.
Bondra, Locker, and the Caps. Let's go! Ready to play on HTS.
Quaking, the arena shaking, the Caps come to play. So let's go! Okay, tell me about what you think when you're scoring a goal.
When I score, I react to it. When I score, I'm happy. Sometimes I overreact.
The Capitals, ready to claw it out with the Panthers. Sunday afternoon at 1:30 on HTS.
HTS coverage of Capitals hockey is brought to you by Volkswagen. On the road of life, there are passengers and there are drivers. And by Discovery Channel. Explore your world. Caps chairman of the board, Abe Poland, looking over the MCI Center proceedings tonight. 1-1 after 2 periods. Let's kick it downstairs. Al Koken with some ice level perspective.
All right, Joe, and from the ice level, we talk about the ice. Had a chance to have a brief chat with Tom Fitzgerald of the Florida Panthers. He was pretty complimentary of the condition of the ice. Certainly when you play in Florida, you know you always have bad ice down there. He liked this ice. And talking to some of the crew here at MCI Center, some guys who help resurface and condition the ice between periods, they've told me that the ice is very hard, and compared to what was the condition of the ice usually for the start of the 3rd period at U.S. Airways Arena, this is a dramatic improvement. We'll see if it reflects in the play, as we've got a tie hockey game, but maybe you've got some ice to make some plays. Let's get to the 3rd period. We head back upstairs now to Joe and Craig with a very special guest.
Al, you are right. We are with the NHL Commissioner, Gary Bettman. Gary, since you took office in February of '93, you've seen a lot of new buildings open up. Compare for us very quickly.
Each building is different, but none is better than this. This one is spectacular, state-of-the-art, every possible amenity. Abe Poland deserves a great deal of credit, and this is just great for Washington, because to have this facility downtown is just terrific.
Craig, I'm sure you would agree, the energy in this crowd noticeably different than U.S. Airways.
Oh, yeah, it's great energy in here. The fans are very excited. What does this do to this franchise? Does this really put them on the map?
Well, this franchise has always been on the map. The Caps has always been a stalwart franchise to the NHL. But there's a difference, I suppose, between being out in the suburbs and being downtown, people coming here after work. You know, my understanding is that the number of walk-up ticket sales that take place in this building will make what happened at U.S. Airways Center pale by comparison. This is just going to be a part of daily life.
Gary, I understand, too, that in the year 2000, as an injured Capital down in the corner, Stan Wong going to race out to tend to him with assistance from Joe Juno. This freshly cut ice sheet makes it difficult for Stan to tend to the fallen player. But, Gary, I understand a special announcement today in the year 2000. This building will play host to an NHL marquee event.
I'm not aware of that announcement.
Uh-oh. Am I breaking news?
I don't know.
I'll leave that alone.
The Caps have made a bid. It's something we're looking at very seriously.
I see.
But it's not anything we're prepared to announce yet.
Craig, I hate letting the cat out of the bag. The 99 All-Star game is in Buffalo?
No, the 99 All-Star game is in Tampa Bay.
Okay.
You're trying to let it out of the bag.
You know, I didn't know we were here to set off rumors.
You know, Gary, I didn't know it wasn't ironclad. I really didn't know that.
Well, we didn't know that it was clad otherwise.
I see.
Gary, you're coming from the Board of Governors meeting. A lot of the topic I've heard surrounded the fact that goal scoring is down. This game's tied 1-1. Were there things discussed to maybe try to open it up? Because goal scoring is obviously very exciting to watch. Anything concrete or in the future?
Well, goal scoring is exciting to watch, and watching that 4-minute penalty kill at the end of the last period energizes building and turn people on. We monitor the game on a daily basis. We talk about the game. We know that the scoring's down. We watch the statistics across the game daily, and we're going to keep monitoring it. We're going to decide whether or not it's really an issue that we've got to try to do something about, and if so, what we need to do.
Chris Simon under his own power back to the Caps players bench, 1-1 early in the third period. Gary Bettman, the Olympics are in February.
Correct.
Yay!
You got that right. That's ironclad.
Now, that's not a rumor, Joe.
Okay. See what happens when you read the papers? Oh, well. Reekie looking to clear it out with Jeff Toms' help. Caps and the Panthers, 1 goal for Florida back in the first. Washington responding in the middle period. Jovanovski touches this up. This is icing against the Capitals. We are chatting with Gary Bettman, and now that we have destroyed our sources, we will carry on with the conversation.
Will you identify them at least?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I read the newspaper article. It said the MCI Center was very, very interested, and it would be a wonderful chance.
This building at some point in time would be a great facility. Washington as a city, of course, would be a great city for us to hold our All-Star game, and at some point it would be an honor and a pleasure for us to do it, but I'm not prepared to say when or how yet.
You were at ice level with Abe and Irene Poland. You can really get the sense that they are beaming about this project.
Deservedly so. This was a labor of love for Irene and Abe. They've worked very hard at it. It means so much to them. And frankly, they're entitled to enjoy all the kudos because they've done a spectacular job.
Have you had a chance to tour the concourse area? Some of the amenities here as far as away from the in-arena structure are fantastic.
Everything about it, the facilities, the stores, the museums, the restaurants, the concourse setup.
And a Sportscasters Hall of Fame for Craig in a few years.
Yeah. So let's not get carried away.
Terry Gregson with an interference call. Scoreboard is even at 1 minute 27 seconds in. Caps going to a power play. And Craig, why don't we have a peek while we can at our Chevy Chase Bank shot chart.
And here are the leaders for each team. The Capitals, Halsey with 3, Toms 3, Simon 3, Washburn 3. He has a goal out of one of them. Fitzgerald 3 and 5 with the pair. Shots on net, 18-15 Panthers. The penalty goes against Murphy. Here it is, the little hook right there. Todd Creeker calling down twice now, once in the second, once there, getting hooked down, causing 2 penalties. The Caps go to the power play, trying to get the lead in this hockey game.
Joe Beninati along with Craig Laughlin, and the man in the middle is a familiar face as well, the commissioner of the NHL, Mr. Gary Bettman, joining us, spending a few moments with us in this opening night for MCI Center hockey style. Simon fires, got that one through Van Beesbrook, he scores. Caps in front 2-1. Bettman is a good luck charm, and he will remain anchored in this seat.
I don't act as anybody's good luck charm. I thought you said goal scoring was down.
Not for the
I'm
moment.
the one that said that, but not on the power play.
Oh, okay.
Chris Simon hammers one home from the high slot. Here's the Capitals power play. Set up nicely into the high slot. There's the shot, and it squirts through. That's about the 7-hole on Van Beesbrook. Somehow finds its way to the back of the net. Wonderful pass by Juneau. The Caps up by 1, 2-1 on the power play.
Little less than 2 minutes into our third period. Washington indeed in front by 1. As we conclude our chat with NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman. Gary, we touched briefly on the Olympics, and I can already get a sense that everybody is anticipating this world-class tournament, and you have to obviously realize that this is a super vehicle for this National Hockey League.
We're excited about going to the Olympics. Our sport is the most international of all the professional sports. And this is a great opportunity for the best on best to represent their countries, but I wouldn't overstate it. This is going to be another positive step forward like the World Cup, but it's not going to be a watershed event because you don't build that way. But in terms of exposure, being at the Olympics, having hockey played at the highest levels is going to be great for the game, and that's what we're excited about.
Talk about international flavor. Zednik, Zulis, all out there, and Sergei Gonchar as well, representing their 3 different countries. Dale Hunter on the clear end. Both teams to a line change on the go. Caps fell behind in this one in the first. Washburn on the board for the Panthers, and then in succession 2 for the Washington Capitals. Zednik and Simon here in the third. Shepard pulls up and fires, and Kolzig reaches out and snares with a catching glove.
That's a nice save by Ole the goalie off that wicked shot off the wing. You have Washburn, Shepard, and Mellenby, their Florida top line out there, and here's a hard shot coming from Red Light Ray Shepard, and he has a way to find the net. There's a shot with Mellenby right on the doorstep. Here's a look at our budget goal cam. You'll see this wicked shot right into the catching glove. Olaf Kolzig, a big netminder, using that goalie glove. Great save on Shepard.
Gary Bettman, we understand you have places to go, people to see, but thank you very much for sitting in with us on HTS.
It's a pleasure to be with you, especially tonight in this great building.
Thanks again,
Thank you
Gary
very much.
Bettman, NHL Commissioner. Watching as the Caps have taken a 2-1 lead over the visiting Florida Panthers. Oates weaving back. Nice look for Miller. Stood up by Jovanovski. Simon on the follow-up. That struck a player in front. Johansson's backhand armed aside by Van Beesbrook. Rammed off the glass and clear by Gord Murphy. Miller on the step up. Murphy fires. Sticked out of there by Kolzig. Dvorak, stick check by Joe Ricci. Johansson for Chris Simon. Simon unfazed after that injury early in the third.
Yeah, and he's going to feel a lot better now that he's got the game winner on the board so far. I mean, that makes you feel a lot better. You've got bumps and bruises and you score a goal. I always found I felt a lot better on the bench.
Don't need the ice pack as long.
No, you don't.
Simon roughhousing with Jovanovski. Simon wins the battle for the puck. Dvorak on the takeaway for the Panthers. A little more than 4 minutes into the third period. Caps in front of the Panthers by 1. Wholesale line changes. Sylvain Cote's outlet. Too strong for Jeff Tom. Bela zips it back behind Kolzig. Lindsay up in arms with Cote. Relay to the front. Fitzgerald yanked down. Power play coming for the Panthers. Referee Terry Gregson spotting this infraction. And Florida, 1 goal down, will now be 1 man up. It is 2-1 with 15:30 to go. In our third, Caps 1 man short when we return.
I'm not unreasonable. I just want everything. That's why I got Digital Choice Service from Bell Atlantic 9X Mobile. It has voice-activated dialing. I say, call Janet, call Dad, call the... Wait, waiter. And it dials. The first incoming minute is free. Plus, I get all these cool features on an advanced digital network. So my phone works here, here, and everywhere in between. For monthly access under $20, including airtime, that's not unreasonable. That's Digital Choice. I'll have everything.
needs a little work. We've never really had that big of a house before. So there's going to be a lot going on my Discover card. Fireplace? I love just the idea of surrounding myself with all my friends and family and that people can just drop by. Pool table. Discover card cashback bonus award. It's like a gift that you can do whatever you want with and not even feel guilty. Come find my house.
It pays to discover. To apply, call 1-800-IT-PAYS-TO. Accepted where you see the notice sign.
With another very special guest, certainly the man of the moment, the week, and 2 years in the making, Mr. Pullen. Have you had more fun professionally in your life than this week?
No, it's been unbelievable. It's just it's hard for me to believe. It's come to reality.
Now, you were obviously involved with it every single day, but when you finally were able to open this up on Tuesday night, what were your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts were, oh, wow, we almost scored again. My thoughts were that, I'm so grateful that I'm able to see this day because there's so much went into it, and there's so many wonderful people that helped that make this possible. It's just really a sense of gratitude. And I'm, it's just elated, just on a high.
Your Wizards performed great on Tuesday night and then the last night as well, and now your Capitals with a 2-1 lead. This is not a bad way to go.
Well, we got a long way to go, almost 15 minutes, but I hope they hang on. Yeah, it's great. I hope the fans enjoy it. I hope the fans really appreciate how much we put in this building, because we wanted to make this the best building in the world for the best city in the world, the most important city in the world, the nation's capital, most beautiful city in the world. And we said if it's going to be in the nation's capital, it's got to be the very best of the best.
Well, we've only heard compliments so far, and all the credit to you and your great staff and your wife, Irene, as well. For all of us at HTS, thanks. We've loved our involvement over the years, and we look forward to many more great years, including a Stanley Cup and another NBA championship in this building. How about that?
Oh, that'd be great. From your lips, as they say, from your lips.
Mr. Pullen, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Let's get back up to Craig and Joe as we thank Abe Pullen for joining us and pass our congratulations on as well.
Al, thanks very much. Well done. Mellenby out of the corner to the slot. His relay for Washburn came on through. Caps a man short for another 65 seconds. Shvela through a screen, he scores. And the Panthers have rallied back. A power play goal, and we are deadlocked at 2 apiece.
That's a heck of a wrist shot from the point. What a release. Through a maze. Kolzig, no chance to see the biscuit. Robert Shvela picks up his 3rd of the year. There he gets the high five from the Florida bench. Here's the play along the wall. Nice play by Whitney. Down low to Ray Shepard. Out into the high slot. And watch this wrist shot. Boom, into the top corner. You've got Washburn in front along with Calle Johansson. And Kolzig couldn't see around him. There's the wrist shot, and look at Kolzig, looking bewildered. He's way out on the angle. He goes to the butterfly, closes off every part of the net except that top shelf. Great shot by Shvela, hitting the top corner.
Shvela picks up his 3rd on the year. At the 5:26 mark, Simon was on the board for the Caps at 1:35 from Juneau and Housley. 2 teams trading tallies in the 3rd period. We are deadlocked at 2. Coming late. Slap shot. Warrener. Boom, that one wide. Dvorak pinched by Juneau. Jeff Toms will roll it softly back into the Beezers neighborhood. Caps go to a shift change on the fly. Dvorak. Little flip feed too far for Lindsay. Sednick stick check. He's got Ryan Johnson right with him. Connor Walchuk dancing through traffic, upended by Laws. Power play coming for the Cats. Sednick to the front, blocked away, and as it is touched up, the Florida Panthers will be a man down.
And Paul Laws is going to head off to the shin bin. The Capitals go to another power play. Simon scored on the last one. 2 minutes for tripping to Paul Laws. Connor Walchuk head over heels. Here it is, the flip right there as Laws tries to stand up. He stood up fine, but he got too much of the lumber into the legs of Connor Walchuk. So the Capitals go to the power play, trying to get back the lead.
Last time they had the manpower advantage, that was Chris Simon's tally, 135. Shvela on the board with a power play marker himself from Ray Shepard and Ray Whitney at 5:26. Set the special teams for you. Juneau, along with Oates and Simon. Across the top, Housley and Johansson in back. Caps playing without Peter Bondra a second night. An ankle/foot injury, a bruise that has had Bondra hobbling around since the last game at U.S. Airways Arena when he was hit by a Dave Manson slap shot. Also ailing for the Caps, Michael Pivanka out with a hand injury, Eagles a wrist, Sveikovsky ankle, Peak the ankle tendon tear, Nikolitin the knee. Fitzgerald ready to draw. Caps control. Housley in a duel there with Fitzgerald. Puck came back out to center, brought in, and Housley had 4 of his buddies trapped offside. Panthers, Craig, missing one of their top talents at forward, center wing, Kirk Muller. Game 2 of a 2-game suspension for a high stick against Ranger forward, Nicholas Sundstrom. Asa Tikkanen out, had broken fibula.
Niedermeyer, the big one.
Yeah, the dislocated thumb, and Victor Kozlov, a separated shoulder. Cap power play continues. Oates to the front. Svela swats that aside. Johansson, usually not behind the net. Oates plays to Housley as Callie recovers to his normal set. There's the look for Johansson. Lindsay without his hockey stick again. A penalty killer losing the stick. Simon out of the corner. Oates with patience. Pressure comes from Svela. Knocked down rudely by Simon. The puck winds up beneath him for the whistle.
Ever since Simon got whacked into the boards, into that corner, he's been on a mission. Scored a goal. He's really getting into it physically. There's Kartner in front going right after Kartner. The big guy making his presence felt here in this third period, trying to give the Capitals the win here.
25-year-old Chris Simon, now in his 6th full professional hockey season, and all throughout a very physical-minded intimidator. Fans, listen up. Children ages 16 and under, don't miss out on your chance to become the Model Sporting Goods honorary stick boy or girl of the game. Look for entry forms in your local Model Sporting Goods store and mail it in for your chance to win. There are some youngsters proudly wearing Caps colors. We're number 1. Well, not yet you're not. They're in 3rd in the Atlantic, 3 points behind the second-place Flyers, 4 points behind the Atlantic Division frontrunners, the New Jersey Devils. These Panthers, 8, 14, and 5, Craig. 21 points is good for 6th best in the Atlantic.
And there's a look at the standings. New Jersey, Philadelphia, Caps, Isles. Isles playing some good hockey, but still trail to that Capitals by 6 points.
Panthers control the draw. Brett Warner lifts it clear. Craig, is it me, or do I see the wave crashing around the MCI center seats?
Well, don't you see me standing up? It's the wave.
Your surface. Housley off for Johansson. 1 minute even in the power play for the Caps. Their 5th of the night. 2-2 hockey game. Juno down low for Simon. Spun around. Grabbed by Warner. Juno looking to fetch that puck. Oates in tight quarters. Simon got a little pick from Juno. Aerial pass to Oates. Once more for Housley, the conductor. Oates. Housley. Adam Oates shifts it back for Phil Housley. Drive right on, and a pad stopped by Van Beesbroek. Juno challenged by Warner. Penalty time down to 22 seconds left. 2-2 score. Johansson fakes the blast. Oates looks backdoor for Housley. One-timer. Kelly deflected wide. Warner clears.
That was some nifty passes by the Washington Capitals power play. Had some good movement going on here. Now the whistle. Juno involved with Paul Laws. Maybe Rhett Warner also involved. Coincidental minor penalties upcoming. So Paul Laws in the box still for another 8 seconds. Warner involved with Joe Juno. They'll probably get coincidental minors. So the Capitals will still have 8 seconds remaining on the power play.
Joe Juno grabs a seat. The hero of the New York Rangers sudden death overtime win. Washington Capitals fell behind in this one, 1-0. They battle back to take a 2-1 lead. Svela returned with the power play goal to tie it up. Craig, we take a look now at our Time Bridge Technologies game within the game, focusing on Chris Simon.
And the big guy working on the power play. Here's working down low against Warner, working hard against the puck. He's always trying to get the puck free when you're on the power play. And out of this power play, he gets actually a pretty good chance right in the slot. Watch this saucer pass. Nice one right there. And then Adam Oates is going to conduct, and here's his chance in front on the isolation. Simon following the puck, and finally getting a rebound as the shot comes right there. And a great opportunity. Simon, our game in the game by Time Bridge Technologies was our focus.
That's brought to you by Time Bridge Technologies for complete computer network systems and applications designed especially for your company. Icing against the Caps, a 2-2 score. We will hustle you right back to Washington, D.C. MCI Center playing host to HTS and the Caps tonight.
Of all the great conveniences found in America's best-selling minivan, here's one you rarely get to enjoy. A very generous $1,000 cash back on Grand Caravan. Or you can choose this Dodge Caravan, which includes all this at no extra charge. And after $750 cash back, the price drops to an exceptionally low $17,245. But hurry, because numbers this good get carried away rather quickly. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
There's been a change in plans.
I'm going to L.A. tomorrow?
Tonight. The meeting's at 8 a.m. Oh, and here's your rental. We got a good deal.
This is it?
Have fun.
Great presentation. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Budget introduces the VIP pickup for just $29 a day. Budget. Get out of the ordinary.
Just 11 minutes and 35 seconds to go, Craig, in regulation. How did we get where we are?
Well, Steve Washburn opened up the scoring. A shot deflection of a Laws shot, his first goal at MCI Center. 7:23 of the first. Richard Zednik lights the lap. Nice passing play. Bulis and Konowalchuk. And then Simon and Svela have scored for their respective clubs. Svela on our wrist shot top shelf, and Simon in the slot somehow getting the biscuit past John Van Beesbroek.
Two teams back to full and even strength. Five aside we go. Shots on goal favoring the Panthers, 22-19. Mellenby to the front. Whipped that wrist shot well wide. Svela with traffic developing. Kolzig stood strong. Konowalchuk barrels back out of there. Zednik on the fly. Richard Zednik turned around by his Slovakian national teammate Robert Svela, and we get a whistle as the net is knocked off of its mooring. Tied up at 2. Fans, remember, it's time to cast your vote when you join us at a Caps home game through December 15th. Make sure you pick up a Russell Athletic NHL All-Star ballot and then make the mark for the 5 Caps on the ballot. Oates, Vivanka Bondra, John Char, and Kolzig. Your votes help select the starting lineups for the 98 All-Star game in Vancouver.
John Van Beesbroek not very happy the way Konowalchuk went hard to the net, but he was pushed in by their defenseman. A few words for Terry Gregson at the end of that play. Konowalchuk, one of the Capitals that never fears going to that net hard, and there he collides with the goaltender.
Panthers control the draw. You look at the shots on goal breakdown throughout our contest. Garpenlov for Murphy. Wrist shot dump in along the backboards. Berube, shoulder to shoulder with Garpenlov. Riki in there to join the fray with Gagne. Garpenlov measured by Johansson. Hunter along the boards. Berube fighting with Murphy, able to push it back to center. Klee, strong on his skates, powers after Murphy and gives him a good run. Johansson back behind the cage. Klee, feed to the slot, spun Hunter around. Johansson drives, stick save. John Van Beesbroek. Gord Murphy, being wrenched down to the ice, did not clear. Hunter bounces it ahead for Berube. Klee. As Klee took a shot up high and then gave one back to Gagne. Penalty coming up. Referee Terry Gregson, I believe, has only the cap, Ken Klee. I think the replay will show why Gagne wound up on the ice. It was Gagne who initiated the contact.
And Kenny Klee may be getting a 5-minute major here, too, for high sticking, which is not a good sign.
Definitely retaliated. Definitely retaliated, but he was provoked. Let's see how severe the provocation was.
Well, they're sending him off. That's not very good.
Oh, I'm not doubting it.
Here we pick it up. And it's a 5-minute major penalty. The Capitals are going to have to kill off. Gagne involved right there in the middle of the screen. There's the slash by Kenny Klee. Gagne now without his stick. Now Gagne comes after Klee and gives him a little shot. And it's that one right there towards the neck and face area that Gregson picked up. And because of that, he's going to get a 5-minute major for high sticking. We'll be back. The Capitals in a critical situation on the penalty kill. 9:43 left here in the third period.
We're the McKenzie brothers, eh?
How's it going?
Our topic today is the beauty shot.
Yeah, look how beautiful it is. Look at that head. It's making me kind of thirsty right now.
Hey, you can't drink beer on TV, eh? It's illegal.
Okay, fine. Cut.
You drank the beer, is that a problem?
No way. It evaporated. And I'm still thirsty.
Go!
Cut.
We're gonna get sued, eh? What'd you go and drink the beauty shot for?
To me, there's nothing more beautiful than an empty glass, eh?
Yeah, and I get to be the designated driver. Cut!
Good thing we have nowhere to go, eh?
Cut!
Two apiece here on HTS, the Panthers and the Capitals, but the Capitals in a tough situation. Here's Kenny Klee and Gagne going after each other. Watch the stick right there. Gagne makes sure he goes down, and the referee in perfect viewing order in the corner picks that one up. Kenny Klee off. 5-minute major and game misconduct. So the Capitals now have to kill off a 5-minute major penalty late in the third period.
This Panther power play with Shvela's goal here in the third period. They now have power play goals in 5 of their last 6 games. This is the major variety. With 9 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the third period, the Caps killed off a 4-minute double-minor to Mark Tenorti tail end of the second. Now they'll have to do it a minute better. Shvela. His pass for Whitney. His shot found the shin pads of Toms. McCarron comes back to neutral. Match penalty is what we understand was assessed. Shvela drives it in, and of course the Caps lose Klee's services for the balance of the game. Washburn banks one to the front. Kolzig trying to dive out and cover, still loose.
They must have got him with an intent to injure with that stick coming up towards the net, and with a match penalty, that's probably going to have to go to review with the league office.
He got rabbit punched from behind and then didn't keep his cool. In tight chance, Washburn. That struck the elbow of Kolzig. And the Caps clear. Well, sometimes your goalie has to be your best penalty killer, Craig, and Ole Kolzig has been playing very, very well of late.
Well, the goaltender's always going to make a penalty-killing unit look strong. We need big saves from the big guys.
8:25 to go regulation. We are deadlocked at 2. Laws trying to go down low. Pass finally arrives on Nemirovsky's stick. David Nemirovsky or Dave Gagne. Johan Garpenlov rounding out the offensive trio. Laws and Jovanovski play the points. Garpenlov isolating on Juno. Jovanovski thunders. That was blocked. Juno trying to step out of there shorthanded. Juno's got to step on the defender. Hook, pull down, no call. Got a little tug, lost his balance for a second. Gregson said play on until the net came off of its mooring. No need to tell you how the crowd feels about that.
Here's Joe Juno up the middle. He's being hooked by 2 guys. Paul Laws has got a hook on him. And there you see Jovokop also with the hook, but Gregson decides no penalties here. There's a little bit of a hack. That's just a little bit of a tug there.
And then Jovanovski dove on him and caught his back foot and blew out a tire.
There's a little bit of everything going on there. That's surprising. Usually with a major penalty in the box, the referee's going to call that for something.
Ron Wilson, we saw him actually stop chewing that gum for a moment. He wanted to plead his case. Terry Gregson said no. Play on. So, 3 minutes left in this major power play for the Panthers. It's a 2-2 hockey game with 7:40 to play in our third period from MCI Center. Joe Beninati, Craig Laughlin, Al Koken with you tonight on Home Team Sports. One-timer Whitney blocked before it reached the cap net. Shvela sets. Whitney. Shvela once more, watched by Hunter. Wrist shot right to the belly there in front. Joe Ricci made the play, and Dale Hunter will make the clear. Whitney glides back. Jeff Tom's got a stick in the passing lane. 80-footer right to the Beezer. Whitney uncontested to center. Slams in. Konowalchuk. Dvorak on the forecheck. Almost wiped himself out. Whitney down low. Dvorak, a sprawling Kolzig made that stop. Scramble in tight, and the Caps come to the rescue. Looked like Kolzig lost his balance there, but made the big save. Panthers still on the power play. 1 minute, 54 seconds left in that. 6:35 in the game. Ooh, through traffic. That one just squibbed wide.
And they were looking for a deflection there as they had Washburn lined up in front. Washburn didn't get his twig on it, and therefore the puck went wide from the shot from the point.
2-2 hockey game, 6:20 to go in regulation. You see the time left in the Panther major power play. Jovanovski on the dump in. Laws. Nemirovsky. Laws is camped in the slot. Tough to move there. Ricci did the job, then fetched the puck. Around the corner, but not by Murphy. Dave Gagne for the Panthers on the power play. Gagne sets, looking for a backdoor cut. Slipped it through Johansson's skate. Never arrived on Jovanovski's skate. He was thumped by Juno. A strong hit. At center, Oates with a steal. Shorthanded 2-on-1 with Juno. Wrist shot, kick out, stop. Rebound there for a moment, but Van Beesbrook saved the day for the Panthers. End to end we go. Gordon Murphy will send in. Crowd starting to build up in anticipation of killing this major power play. 40 seconds to go. Jovanovski sets up shot. Nemirovsky back to Jovokop. Slap shot caught the shin pads of Kelly Miller. Ray Whitney, who's been out there a ton of times. Jovanovski loads and drives. That's deflected off the mark. David Nemirovsky moves away, and we got the penalty late. And the Caps got the penalty called against the Panthers late.
Dave Gagne heading off, interfered with Mark Tenorti. So the Capitals, a big boost, 20 seconds to go on the major to Kenny Clay, have done a heck of a job. And when this is over, they will go to the power play with a lot of Mo behind them. And the fans here at MCI up on their feet saying, hey guys, we can kill this and go to the PP. Here's Adam Oates to Juno. Nice shot right here. Look at the positioning of Van Beesbrook. Picture perfect. Way out to the top of the slot. Stops that shot. That was actually a great chance short-handed. The Capitals penalty killers really held the Panthers to the outside. When the shots were coming in, they were blocking them or they were shooting wide.
Dave Gagne looking up at the overhead scoreboard here at MCI Center. Noticing 5 minutes and 4 seconds to go in regulation.
And here's that shot again, wide, like I said. And there's Gagne on Tenorti right there. Good dive by Mark, drawing that penalty. Gagne, the guy that Kenny Clee swatted for the 5-minute major. So now the Capitals, with Mo behind them, have the power play upcoming.
We are 4-on-4 for 13 seconds, and the Caps get the manpower advantage. A major power play for the Panthers. It was their 5th overall in the night. They had just 2 shots on goal during it. Juno slithers out of the corner. That's spun around by Rhett Warrener. Kartner plays it ahead. Caps back to full strength. Power play time for another 1 minute, 33 seconds. So glad you've tuned in on HTS tonight. 4:33 down the stretch in regulation. Caps 2, Panthers 2. Johansson crashes one in from center. Ryan Johnson tied up Adam Oates. A job well done there as Gordon Murphy will clear. Calle Johansson, so prosperous on the power play in the early going this season. Oates for Juno. Marvelous stick handling there at the line. Juno's pass intercepted. Reading that was Laws, and he banged it off the linesman, Rasico. Time ticking away, 50 seconds in the power play now. Simon, who struck on the power play at the 1:35 mark of the third. At the time, it gave the Caps a 1-goal lead. Murphy hoists a backhand out of there. You can hear at ice level, hurry, 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 time's a-wasted. Shvela will send it to length. Sergei Gonchar looking to rev it up. Pass ahead right on through Housley. Icing waved. Shvela along the glass on the corner curve. Simon from glove to stick. Gonchar, quick relay down low. And it winds up in Van Beesbrook's catching glove for the whistle. Steve Konowalchuk and Sergei Gonchar looking to work a little power play magic. Gonchar, Craig, I would think you would agree, his strength is moving the puck. He is a very good passer of the puck.
Yeah, I think that's one of his strengths. I like the way he can jump up in the play. His skating is second to none when he really puts it all together. He's a force out there. And on the power play, you know, he's playing really second fiddle because you have Calle Johansson and Phil Housley that play minute and a half. He gets the last couple of seconds.
We have seen Gonchar so many times to make bold, to your point, even further, jump up into a play and you almost don't see him. It's like a vanishing act, and then boom, where did he come from? Gonchar would love to do that now to the Panthers. 3:10 to go in regulation time. Score even at 2. Ginordi plays back for Boulis. The power play chance for the Caps. Not well spent. No shots during the manpower advantage. Boulis trying to dodge Gagne. Konowalchuk with feverish work, as always, out of the corner. Gave it right to Gagne, and he'll clear. Tinordi. Ahead for Konowalchuk, and he is offside. Time for us to take time out. Steve Konowalchuk heads to the players' bench for a well-deserved rest, even at 2. Stay with us.
Right now at the Big Screen store, you can get any Mitsubishi Big Screen for 0 down, 0 interest, 0 accrued interest, and 0 payments until January 1999, which means everybody wants a new Mitsubishi Big Screen for Christmas, and that makes Santa's life very difficult. Ever tried to get a Mitsubishi Big Screen down the chimney? At the Big Screen store.
Dodge Dakota owners are celebrating. A recent J.D. Power & Associates study ranked Dakota most appealing compact pickup. But we believe the price is pretty appealing, too. How do you add lots more muscle without breaking a sweat? Get a Magnum V6 at no extra charge when you buy a Dodge Dakota. So come, bulk up. At the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
On the Washington Post scoreboard, Leclerc's got 2. The Flyers up by 1. Buffalo shutting out Tampa. Tied between Phoenix and Carolina. 1-0 on a Langenbrunner goal for Dallas. No score, Detroit, Edmonton. Back for the conclusion with Joe and Craig.
Al, thanks very much. The Capitals and the Panthers, 1 of 6 before the NHL night is through. New York Rangers' struggles on home ice continue, Craig. They trail the Flyers 4-3 at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, that's not very good for the Rangers.
Caps trying to improve their home fortunes. They were 5-3-2 in the first 10 home games of the year at the U.S. Airways. David Nemirovsky on the steal for the Panthers. Looks to turn on Joe Ricci. Ricci using that long hockey stick to force him off the angle. Backdoor pass in tight. Bolzing's got it trapped against the pad.
Lucky that pass didn't get through because Ray Whitney was right off that pipe wide open as the Panthers try to cycle this puck to victory. Olaf Kolzig faced 25 Panther shots. Here's the play down low. Nifty play by Nemirovsky. Very strong on his skates. And look at Whitney on the far side there, just trying to sneak into position, hoping that puck was going to squirt free. And there's the puck coming across, and underneath the goaltender, big Chris Wells also parked out front, causing some havoc.
Ole Kolzig cheating a glance up to that scoreboard clock. Sees 2:17 left in regulation. Shots on goal. Panthers a slim leader. No leader on the scoreboard where it matters most. Panthers 2, Caps 2. Washburn in the first for Florida. Second goal in as many nights. Zednik in the second. Simon and Schwela have traded goals here in the third. Joe Ricci motors back out. Oates was tied up with Mellenby. That allows Schwela to hoist it back to the Cap blue line. Ricci flutters into the Florida territory. Kartner spins it off the boards. 1:40 to go in regulation. 2-2 score. Oates strides back. Gave it on the wing. Mellenby was there to protect against Tenorti. Long drive, armed aside. Ray Shepard, always dangerous. Back for Warner through traffic. That was deflected about waist high by Mellenby and bounced thankfully wide for Caps fans. Gonchar on the feed for Juneau. Simon wants the line change. Got it as far as the Panther line. Warner plays it quickly back. Garpin, Lavin, Gonchar. Konowalchuk or Zednik too far. Panthers still in the attack zone. Dvorak grappled by Gonchar. Zednik sprints out of there 2-on-2. Richard Zednik goes wide. Zednik trying to stick handle by Warner, and Warner finished him in the corner. Zednik as they cycle. Konowalchuk. Boulis with Laws. These three love to work the end boards. Konowalchuk, Zednik, and Boulis keeping the Panthers working around that pinwheel. 26 seconds to go regulation. 2-2 score. Konowalchuk with Gagne draped on him, and Laws finally forced it free from Boulis to center.
There was a rodeo out there, that shift. The Panthers got away with 3 or 4 penalties. Great job by that line who scored the first Capitals goal. Wonderful forecheck and cycling in the Panthers zone.
Toms with a long chance. No trouble for Van Beesbrook. Jovanovski got hit up high by Dale Hunter and gives Hunter an extra shot. Jovanovski not pleased at all. It appeared that he got hit with a hockey stick. And Dale Hunter up in the face. Laws wants to take initiative here.
You see what they're doing there?
Face wash.
Yes. Coincidental face washes, 2 minutes each.
The old face wash.
Todsey and Paul Laws. He starts off with Joe Volkop and then goes to Paul Laws. He should know better. Go after someone else.
Tough customers there all the way around. Dale's no wallflower. Ole Kolzig, I wonder how many water bottles he goes through in a night.
Oh, it's even hot in here. I mean, he's said this morning, he said it was very hot.
Up here, and we are about a $15 cab ride away from the ice, but even up here, it feels like the air conditioning is pumping pretty good.
Take a look at our Geico goal of the game, the first ever Washington Capital goal scored here at MCI. A 3-way passing play. Boulis over to Konowalchuk, and he finds Richard Z-Man Zednik, and he buries it. This is our Geico goal of the game, historical goal here at MCI, the first one ever by the Washington Capitals.
We go to sudden death overtime. Richard Zednik, Todd Krieger, and the Caps bunch. They outshot the Panthers 10-8 in the third period. Goals were even at 1, so 4 regulation, 26-24 Florida. Ron Wilson barking encouragement for the Washington Capitals into overtime for a 6th time this year. 1 win, no losses, 4 ties. The win the last time out against the New York Rangers. Joe Juneau was the hero. The Panthers move into overtime for an 8th time this year, Craig. 1 win, 1 loss, 5 ties. Ryan Murray was not the head coach when Dixon Ward of Buffalo beat the Panthers, nor was he the head coach when Ed Jovanovski sunk the New Jersey Devils. You see the records there displayed. And again, 5 minutes go up on the board. First goal wins it. Caps fans keep their fingers crossed that we have a very, very exciting finish in the inaugural game at MCI Center. Juno. Left side of Adam Oates. Chris Simon on the right. Peter Bondra ailing out of the lineup for a second game with an ankle/foot problem. Ryan Johnson, who has played sparingly tonight, a very good skater, just summoned up from the American Hockey League, starts the overtime for the Panthers with Fitzgerald and Lindsay. Fresh legs. Simon through Oates. Johnson fanned on the dump in, and Calle Johansson will capture. Under pressure from Johnson. Lindsay forced away by Oates. Oates with a pickpocket. Out come the Cats. Simon will clear it in. Svela, fleet of skate, got there ahead of the charging forecheckers. Fitzgerald turned back by Oates. Kartner lobs it back to neutral ice. 4 minutes to go in sudden death. Score is 2. Dale Hunter just off the player's bench. Tom streaking to the cage. Van Beesbrook coolly played it from harm. Krieger, bad angle. Didn't get it to the net. Panthers didn't clear. Tom threw a screen. Hunter cleaned out in front. As was Krieger. Gregson in overtime says play on.
Hunter had a great chance to win this game. Just gang tackled in front of the net. Good pressure by the Capitals here in the first minute and a half of the overtime. The Capitals with Todd Krieger and Dale Hunter around the front of the net, getting a couple of opportunities. Krieger's been very active tonight. Here's the play down low. The puck doesn't get cleared. See, it hits that post on the glass. They think they've got it cleared out. Toms throws it to the front of the net, and there's Huntsy trying to get his stick on it. Jovokop hammers in. Then Svela takes out Todd Krieger. That's the way you're supposed to play D in front of the net.
Capitals presenting their Great Alaskan Sports Cruise Spectacular. Join them as they sail from Anchorage to Vancouver, BC, July 28th through August 5. More information, Productions at Sea, 1-800-207-9578. You can join them for what promises to be a spectacular trip. Great scenery on that one. Konowalchuk, Poulos, and Zednik a going concern all night long for the Florida Panthers. They're out there now for Ron Wilson, looking to get this game-winning tally. 2-2 in sudden death, 3:22 to play in the extra frame. Mark Tenorti, Gonchar, and Poulos. On the hand-to-head, Konowalchuk steps in towards the cage. Whoa, Van Beesbrook misplayed it. It went through his legs and wide. Tenorti thunders away. Stick save, Van Beesbrook. He mishandled that one as well. Tenorti threw a screen, blocked down. And it will be Wells to loft it back. Poulos, wide on the wing for Tenorti. Handed it right to the waiting Gord Murphy. Murphy didn't do much with it. Poulos will roll it to Van Beesbrook. Line change on the fly for Ron Wilson. Nemirovsky uses the indirect off the dasher board back into the Washington zone. Johansson on the flip. Steal. Lindsay cutting in. Lindsay wrist shot save. Kolzig rebounds half wide. Nemirovsky was dangerous there.
Both goaltenders having a little tough time in overtime, closing their gloves on the biscuit. There's been a few rebounds uncharacteristic of both these netminders.
Juno got rattled by Whitney. Johansson trying to set up Oates. The pass never arrived. Reiki tying up Nemirovsky. Oates will swing. Joe Reiki on the attack. Juno, stutter step, change of speed, turns the corner, hooks away, loses Kartner. Simon, as that puck is really starting to bounce now. Panthers looking to clear, and they do just that, but over the glass, out of play, they'll have to endure a defensive zone draw. John Van Beesbrook, you don't ordinarily see him flustered. He is often very cool and calm, but mishandled a couple there, or so it seemed.
Yeah, the last couple of saves he's tried to make. The rebound just came off him. Here's Chris Simon working down low in OT. See the Panthers, they really clog it up. There's 4 guys down there. And here's Svela trying to clear it off the glass. He finally does get it up and over the glass, causing a stoppage in play. The Panthers were reeling in their zone, but Beezer, a couple of opportunities that he would have liked to have back to freeze the puck. Fortunately for them, Svela does the smart thing, gets it up out of trouble.
Craig, both teams have their timeouts remaining. 1 minute and 51 seconds to go in overtime. A 2-2 score. The eyes of the captain ready to focus in on the linesman hand. Linesman Rasico will drop it down. Hunter won the draw. Controlled by Krieger. He got double teamed, and Dvorak will steam back out for the Panthers. Radek Dvorak, good speed, backhand right on. Kolzig with a stick save. Laws fanned on his point drive. Jeff Toms with that good speeds away. 2-on-1 with Hunter. Toms, wrist shot, score! Jeff Toms! MCI Center, go crazy!
What a burst of speed by Jeff Toms, and then he buries it against the Beezer. Third goal of the year, the game winner in the Caps' first ever game here at MCI Center. It all started in the neutral zone, just a great burst of speed right there to get past Laws, and then the wrist shot beating the Beezer 5-hole, hits the back of the cage, and there's the pump, the jubilation. The Caps win in overtime.
Jeff Toms, we've said it quite a bit lately. He's got good separation speed. He used it to free himself from the defender and bury it.
Yeah, he just had a step on Laws, and there he made a little look over to Hunter. That was enough to freeze the netminder, and he buried it on 5-hole. But look at this speed right here. Against Laws, he takes off. Now it's a 2-on-1, and look at Beezer. That little movement right there as he pulled it a little wide, opened up the 5-hole. Toms with the game-winning goal.
Jeff Toms' tally comes at 3 minutes and 32 seconds. And set off the explosion at MCI Center quite a way to welcome your new building, I would think you would say, Craig.
Yeah, I think this is a nice way to end an evening here. Started off sluggish, but the pressure really got going here in overtime, and the Capitals and their fans go home happy. Their first game in downtown D.C.
Chris Simon awarded the game's #2 star. Not much doubt about who will get our #1 star this evening. Acquired off of waivers from the Tampa Bay Lightning, Jeff Toms salutes the crowd in Washington, D.C. The Caps end their 3-game winless skid at home. They snap the Panthers' 6-game unbeaten streak on the road. The first loss for the Panthers on the road since October 22 in Montreal. Quite a night. Caps wind up the shots on goal leaders at 30-28. They finished up regulation with 24, so 6 shots in the overtime, and Jeff Toms able to sink #6. Let's go downstairs. Al Koken, he's got the game-winning hero alongside.
All right, Joe, thank you very much. Well, Jeff Toms, way to make a good impression in a new building, huh?
Thanks. You know, it's always nice to get a win, first game in a new building.
What was the feeling amongst this team? It was obviously a home game, but did it feel like a home game?
I think we were a little rusty at the start, you know, just a little tentative and feeling the place out a little bit. And then as the game went on, we got a little more comfortable and, you know, started playing our style of hockey.
Talk about the game winner from your perspective, how it developed and how it happened.
I just, you know, got a bounce at the blue line and used my speed to beat Laos there. And, you know, I was just looking to put a 5-hole and, you know, put her in.
You come to this team, the Caps pick you up off waivers from Tampa, but Ron Wilson has put you in the lineup, given you a lot of time, and you seem to be making the most of it. Obviously, this has got to be a great thing for your career right now, people showing confidence in your abilities.
Yeah, you know, this being picked up by Washington